So here we are in this crazy place, Red Rocks, Colorado, and we're at the TB20 premiere.
TB is totally bored, and 20 is our 20th film. Feel like we accomplished something there, you know, and feel like that was a major, I guess, milestone. Whatever, it sounds kind of cheesy or whatever, but to get to 20 years, I'm happy that, you know, to be able to actually work in the snowboard industry for 20 years. So.
When you hit a 20-year thing, it's a big deal. You know, it's more about everybody at this point, you know, that's ever been involved, ever put effort into it. That's really what the movie's about.
I honestly never envisioned that Standard Films would last this long. And we have definitely outlasted every other film company out there. We were before they all started, and we're still there now.
Standard Films is notorious for getting up early and getting onto those obstacles and getting out there and getting the shots, you know, and it takes a lot of hard work, and that's a big part of their success.
There wasn't 6,000 film crews like there is today. If you wanted to have any kind of living back then, you had to make it in Standard Films, period.
Yeah, so we're here at Alpine Meadows, and we got a triple line built, 3 jumps in a row, kind of like a rhythm section, like a moto section. So we're lucking out, it's killer weather, 25 foot of snow base here still. Record snow year here in Tahoe. Could be sick.
This is the line I'd like to call Four Loco. I had a Four Loco at the after party last night.
Did you?
Oh, killed me.
That's what it does. One person should shoot right here. This is cool. I like this.
I was so stoked to get invited to shoot with Standard. It's especially big because it's the TB20, and yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
I feel like Standard Films not only had a huge influence on snowboarding, but in action sports movies in general.
If it's snowboarding, we show it. We're not a freestyle company, when we're not a big mountain film company. We show rails, we show park, we show backcountry booters, we show it all.
Putting all their energy on getting the best riders, filming them all season, and whittling down their stuff to 3-minute parts where you just show the best stuff, and really letting the snowboarding do the talking.
Yeah, Gjermund. Yeah, Gulli. Nice work. That was sick.
When I got out of school, I imagined myself as like a fashion photographer or a commercial photographer, shooting fruit and toothpaste or whatever, cars. I was going to be in a studio with a flash. I wasn't thinking about like shooting snowboarding. And then Dave invited me out to go rock climbing, and he's like, takes me climbing for the day, and I'm kind of checking their scene out. I'm like, dude, how long are you guys staying here for? And 2 months. I'm like, 2 months in your car, living in your car. That lifestyle never occurred to me. Then he invites me out to go snowboarding, which I'd never done. Got hooked on that pretty much instantly.
I just told him, man, you got to come up here and check this sport out. It's just going to be awesome. It's really, really fun, and it's so much funner than skiing, and you're going to really dig it because it's like surfing.
I think by the third weekend, I'm like fuck school, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go live in my car for 2 years.
Mike and I started this film company called Fusion Films, which was kind of a precursor to standard films. And we really we went in the backcountry because we needed to get footage. And the ski resorts would just get chopped up so quick, and it just wasn't aesthetically that rad to film. So we were just looking across the street from Donner Ski Ranch, and we just knew it was all virgin untracked powder, and it was a lot easier to work back there and get shots. It was just the very first times that anyone filmed snowboarding in the backcountry or anywhere. So we kind of got this idea, I'll be the rider, Mike will be the cinematographer, we'll get some friends of ours and we'll all just be together and we'll make this movie. The movie came out pretty good. It was a pretty fun to watch movie. It was, at the time, it was cutting edge. And it just didn't financially, it just bombed. We just didn't sell enough videos, and then we tried to get sponsorship again the next year and it didn't happen.
After we had made Totally Bored, I worked for Fall Line Films for 2 years. And Dave was filming with MacDawg. And Dave's like, dude, you and MacDawg should start your own company. Like Jerry and Artie aren't treating you very good at Fall Line. And it was his actually idea. You guys should put the big mountain stuff in with the freestyle and we should make a movie.
So they basically said, hey, let's meet the minds and let's create something together that brings both aspects of snowboarding. You go to Alaska and get your big mountain riding. We'll mix the best of that big mountain riding with all the jibbing and freestyle park type stuff.
We were just pretty much just sitting in the house one day, and I said, hey, let's send out a proposal and see if we can kind of try and do what we did with Fusion Films, but let's just do it in a new environment. Maybe we can get sponsorship this time. And within a week, we raised about $80,000 through Wave Rave and Burton and several other sponsors, and that was kind of when Standard Films was born. That year, we made Standard Films' first movie, TB2, A New Way of Thinking.
This season in Lake Tahoe is a season I've been waiting for all my life.
Turned out that most of the areas that people ride were developed by us. Almost everything was new, besides for, you know, there's a handful of backcountry skiers who'd been skiing things, but not necessarily like what we were looking for as far as, you know, steeper, more technical lines.
Me and Tom Burt were some of the first guys to ever jump the I-80 drop, which is a big, famous drop that all the film crews race to now. It's a big, you know, 50-foot, pretty good sized drop. And all throughout the Tahoe backcountry, we definitely did several first descents, and we were certainly the first film crews to go out there and work certain areas and certain cirques and ride certain lines, without a doubt.
The Hatchets were basically filming the kind of stuff that I wanted to ride anyway, so it fit perfectly. I like to ride freestyle and ride in the parks, but I also wanted to go to places like Alaska and get on the steep stuff that really got my adrenaline going.
They were really, at that time, like defining how to shoot skiing or snowboarding in Alaska, and a lot of the stuff that they developed over those years is just kind of second nature in that whole kind of big mountain scene.
I mean, I saw TB2 when it came out and it blew me away, you know, like the whole thing blew me away. The Alaska footage, Terry's whole part is like 5 minutes long. It's like all at Squaw Valley. It's just crazy.
Along the ways, all those guys did something that stuck, you know, with the people and inspired them to pursue, you know, board sport culture.
We definitely became recognized as one of the biggest film companies in the industry for quality of cinematography and the quality of the riding. So that's something that Standard Films will always be known for, is just a really high quality product.
Part of me's pissed off at those guys because they did hold such a high standard that it was like, you could do something amazing, but you let go of your grab too early and it's on the floor because it wasn't just perfect.